Okay, so hello to all audience of Metal Zone radio show, always on Oxygène Radio. We are at the MUSCADEATH Festival for the 21 edition, day 2, and we've got the huge pleasure to be with one member from a band coming from USA, ESCUELA GRIND. So first of all, thank you for taking time to answer some questions, and can you first introduce to our audience?
Well, thank you. I'm Jesse. I play drums, and I also am a primary writer for ESCUELA GRIND.
Okay, cool. So welcome. So as you are a recent band in the metal sphere, can you do a brief history of the genesis of the band?
Well, ESCUELA GRIND started off as ESCUELA in 2016. We were sued by Americana corporate band in 2018, so we had to change our name we just added Grind.
Yeah.
And we had a new iteration with a newer guitarist in 2018. So that's basically it right there. And now it started with just an idea of trying to just play grindcore and Powerviolence in a place where we started was Ithaca, New York, where there's no type of grindcore community whatsoever, just a lot of people studying to go to college, and then since it's a college town, there are people there, half of the community there is going to college, but the rest of it is not. So my bandmate at the time was not going there. So that the only grindcore kid in that town, and I started a band, and this is it.
And now you are relocating in Massachusetts, yeah?
So now we're in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and we've been there since 2018, since all that happened. So pretty much the new beginning of ESCUELA GRIND is just 2018 and onward, yeah. Yeah, and we just got a bassist recently, and I've sat in a house in Pittsfield, wrote Indoctrination all by myself, recorded it, freaking taught myself how to record with it. That's it. That's the roots of it, you know. It's just an art project.
Okay. So you released your second album. That's right, called Memory Theater.
Yes, a year ago today. Today, yeah. Wow, 1 year anniversary. And I've been waiting to say that a whole year. And it's been crazy where it's taking us. Yeah.
Can you tell us more about the artwork of this album? I am curious about the creative process behind it and how you conveyed the title's meaning to the artist that is called I think Andrew Tremblay.
Yeah, AC Tremblay, who also did artwork for Imperial Triumphant. We saw the art on the Imperial Triumphant album, and it was very structural in it. There was just in plain just buildings on it. Yeah. And it looked good, you know. We were like, oh wow, look how beautiful that is. And Katrina is an architect. Katrina quit their job to do this. Okay. So the idea of a memory theater came in whenever they saw the perspective of just like mashing up like forms and functions together. Yeah. So that's the whole idea of it initially, and I think that's just like a concept that's brought up by like architects, and so you know, to make it more simplified, you know, we brought the idea of treating a home like a body and mind. So the memory theater room and concept, according to Katerina, and is pretty much about compartmentalization. Yeah.
Okay, that's a fantastic idea because for the eye, it's it's a lot. It's
a lot to look at. You can stare at it for hours. There's artwork in the art poster that's on the inside when you buy it. So he didn't just stop at the front and like he did the back, and the back is crazy. Wow, it's a crazy. He took his time with it, and he even like took some idea. He took criticism really well, and it made it even better. And yeah, very great.
That's a brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. Can you tell us more about how do you work together when you start writing and composing a new album? What are the composition writing process in the band?
So a lot of the time before, there's two different processes that we've done in the past, and for the first album, I just improv'd all the drum parts, and then I wrote guitar and bass over it, and then Katrina listened to it for like a year and then wrote an album. Like, whoa, it's Carcass right there. And anyways, yeah, we just improv drums, guitar, and bass over it. Wrote some vocals. Fun art project. We sold out of the pre-order during the pandemic when we released it, and that was cool. It was 800 records. Ben from Drop Dead, Armageddon Records, put that out for us. It was really cool. We ended up touring with them. Napalm Death, Drop Dead, Napalm Death. Happened to be crazy full circle moment for everybody. And yeah, so the Memory Theater was written. I wrote a bunch of riffs pretty much, and Chrissy did write faulty blueprints over some improv drumming that I did, in the same way we did the Indoctrination, except I didn't write anything. I was just there kind of just being like, no. Oh, yes, that sounds cool. But apparently it sounds like she used riffs from her old band, Your Brain on Drugs, so kind of used something that she didn't use for that band and put it in faulty blueprints. And the rest of it was just me riffing and demoing it, and then us listening to it a bunch of times and being like, we should do this. Or we even combined two separate demo songs. We put them together, which made Cliffhanger. Yeah, so Cliffhanger is one of those songs, yeah. And yeah, that's the whole process, and we wanted more build-up parts, like Slipknot does, People Equals Shit, that song. There's a lot of breaks, and they let you know when the next part's going to be, and then once you get to it, you're not surprised it's there, It's like, oh, here's what you expect. So, yeah, more elaborated process.
It is how do you work, okay. Within the band, what are your main musical influences? Do you remember how you got into the fast, extreme side of music, and was it a specific record or band that blew you away, or did it happen more gradually?
Wow, that's a pretty intense one there. It's 3 questions wrapped in one. So let me start here. When I was 7 years old, there was a guy, Jason, that lived upstairs from me, and my dad sold him weed. Okay, so this guy would come over and he would show me tapes. And he had like Nirvana, Green Jello, White Zombie, stuff, Pantera, Metallica, I could keep going, he was just showing me tapes, and I was like, whoa, what's this? What the fuck is this? And I really like the Green Jello song, that little pig, let me in. My chinny chin chin. So yeah, there's that. But I got really into rap too. I was like hip hop. Love the Master P, No Limit Records. New Orleans, anything New Orleans style. But so when I was 13, Slipknot came about, and for some reason that all connected. Like Slipknot connected the rap aspect of stuff that I liked and the metal aspect of stuff that I liked together, and that to me was just like, it was synergy in my brain, and I got hooked. I was just trying to find something like it. I found like Hatebreed, and then I started listening to like new metal, like Drowning Pool and crap like that, and I would show it to my friends that I met, like new friends that were into hardcore and like punk, and they were like, this is cool, but have you listened to this? And then they show me like grindcore bands, Massgrave, PLF. Then I was going to hardcore shows, death metal shows, any DIY shows. Like there was DIY kids in my high school, and there was free shows, and I saw PLF and Massgrave, when I was 15, and that's pretty much it from there. I started a band when I was 15, and I started writing music. I wanted to do vocals in a band.
Okay, that was your first intention.
Yeah, but I started just writing because I wanted to write for the band. I learned how to play bass and guitar. And I actually did play orchestra bass when I was 13. I hated it. I was so mad that they put me on the stand-up bass, but I think what I do now, I can contribute it to that really well, because I can just pick up anything and just start playing it, you know. So I started playing guitar at 17, and I started playing drums at like 18, and I ended up just being a drummer for a bunch of bands and 5 bands, and then I played guitar in 5 bands, like bass in like a band, and then I quit all of them and moved to Ithaca with Katerina. Yeah, and then I met that kid, and then this has been my only band since then. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. For us and for our ears.
Yeah.
What do you think of the grindcore scene across the world presently, and what bands would you recommend to check it out?
Now?
Yeah.
Wow. Who's the audience I'm talking to here?
You are talking to a metal audience, a large metal audience, because we are playing all kind of metal in our show.
Metal Zone. So okay. The reason I'm asking is because we don't just play metal shows. We also play hardcore shows and punk shows. You know, we play with rappers. So, you know, we try and connect everybody. But for the metal crowd, there's a huge metal community from the States, and there seems to be one here that's been here forever, but it's the new waves of it. So there's a lot of bands that people like in the States right now, and one of them being Frozen Soul, who's out here. There's 200 Stab Wounds. There's No Cure. Wow, there's a lot of metal bands. There's this band Fulci from Italy. Fuck, they're crazy. And also Sluggore. Sluggore, amazing. Yeah, I mean, I can keep going. There's, oh my God, in the States even, there's a huge community. I call it knocked loose core. And I love all these bands. Mugshot. There's Dogbite from Germany that's got the same vibe, and Life Crusher from Switzerland. Yeah, there's a lot of bands I can list, actually.
Okay, cool. Thank you. What is your opinion on social networks and digital platforms? Which do you think is the ideal way for a band nowadays to promote its work?
Oh, wow. You have to if you're just doing DIY, shell out $75 for DistroKid, and it'll be on all the music platforms. Like, some bands will say they're too cult for social media. Cool, whatever. You can do social media, get Instagram, post your fucking live shows, the reels, you know. Drop music every 6 weeks. If you're just, you know, if you're a new band, drop a single, like one song every 6 weeks, you know. Fucking, who cares? And then 6 times 5, what's that, like? I don't know how many weeks that is. Whenever you have 6 songs, put that out as an EP, and it's like another push for that same thing. You know? Boom, get a music video or something if you want, or I don't know. Just put money into it. Get a damn good recording. If you record it yourself, don't mix it yourself, loser. Get someone else to do it for you. Be a winner. The mixers and engineers are everywhere, and a lot of people want the work, and they'll do it for cheap, and it'll be better than you would do, and it's an extra set of ears. And trust me, I did it myself, and it was cool to learn. And I definitely was very grateful whenever I had someone who had way more experience helping me, and it sounds way better. That's it.
Cool. So, what are the future plans for ESCUELA GRIND in the future month? Okay,
in the next month we already recorded the death metal EP. We played 4 songs tonight. We've been playing them for the last 2 years, and that's finally coming out in January. A song is dropping next month, and the LP, we're recording 10 new songs in December with Kurt Ballou from God City. guitarist from Converge.
Yeah.
He's actually the person that told me never to master your own mix, by the way. Anyways, and then we go on tour with Napalm Death back in France, Portugal, and Spain in November, yeah. And we do some dates with Unearth. Then we have some headliner shows. I don't know where they're at. Mad Booking, they're on it, hopefully. And then we have a headliner in January. It's not here. And we'll be back here in November. Or no, wait. Yeah, we're coming back here in November, and we're coming back again in the summer, I think, for the festival run. Maybe the Hellfest person was here and watched it and thought it was cool. Hey, come, we're down.
Okay, so busy things to come for the band, and that's very fucking cool. Okay, thank you very much for this interview. This was
Jesse Fuentes
from ESCUELA GRIND. Thank you very much. We wish you a lot of good things, of course, for the band, for you, for your family. A lot of success you deserve with the band. And as I say always at the end of the interview, and I know you are, don't forget to laugh every day. It's important to laugh. Okay, and go to the social networks of the band, Facebook, Instagram, etc. Don't forget to buy merchandising. It's very important nowadays for the band. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.